Shalom. Want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash, the bonds to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that's spreading this word, the sincerity, and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. Gone. This is gonna be a GMS news update concerning the coronavirus and concerning the thing that basically we already predicted that this was gonna happen, that they was gonna use this tactic, so-called say like, yeah, it's clearing up, and then talk about, there's a comeback of this virus. They call it the second wave. You know, they also slithered that in already, that there was going to be a second wave. You know, it's going to clear up, and then all of a sudden the second wave will come where people is going to die again and cases pop up and shit like that. So here it is, man. You know, and it starts off small, of course. They always trying to bring it in slowly, but eventually, you know, this is just what they're gonna do, man. You can already guess it. And the reason that they are, you know, bringing it up and down like that is because it's all an act, man. It's all an act, and it's a way to usher in fear in the hearts of the people. You know, like how this news article pops up all of a sudden when things start to clear out, so-called clear up. Now all of a sudden they want to say like, is it coming back again? You know, to drive the fear in the hearts of the people, because with that fear, they can control the people, man. Controlling people through fear is the most easiest thing. If, like I always say, if there's a bomb, if there's a big group of people in a marketplace, and one guy is screaming that there's a bomb on the north side of the market, and that dude himself is running to the south side, all the people is gonna follow him because he so-called located the bomb. So they're gonna expect him to lead them into the right way. So what this government is doing is using that fear in the heart of the people, and so-called teaching them or telling them that, hey, we're gonna lead you to safety. Because what is this fear heading to? The people want safety, so they're gonna trust in the government because they are driven towards fears, and they're gonna take these mass vaccinations, which are gonna create worse diseases than this COVID-19, man, which are gonna create worse ailments than this COVID-19. We know that with these vaccinations, they often inject sicknesses in people, man. Like how you call this thing? Basically, being retarded and stuff like that. If you listen, man, if you are handicapped, you're not opposing a threat to the society, man. You're not a threat to the society. It's like you're not a threat to the government. You're not gonna rise up and stand up against the government, which is gonna happen according to prophecy. The sedition among men, which if you look up the word sedition, it says rise against the government. So you're not opposing a threat, man. You're nothing, man. You don't know. Maybe you don't even know how to wipe your own ass. You know, or you have. It doesn't matter, man. You can have whatever disease that they inject. So if there's gonna be a mass vaccination across the world, they can do whatever, man. There was this report also of China having a new virus in the lab, and created in the lab, and England wanted to have that virus, and the first time China said no, you're not getting it. Then they asked again, and China didn't even respond to it no more. Because why? You have something called biological warfare. You can make war by causing how you call that, a spread of a certain sickness. You can make war like that. That's why Trump also came out claiming, yeah, China is behind all this. China released this sickness from the lab, this and this and that. You know, he's basically calling out a biological warfare started by China. That's what he's proclaiming. And now he's also saying that he's certain that that this sickness is being created in a lab. Why are they calling that out? Because they know about that, man. They do that shit themselves. Just like AIDS, man. AIDS is created in a lab, man. AIDS is created in a lab. They want to say AIDS came from monkeys. It's created in a lab. You know, so to come back to the point, this article states, dreaded comeback. Wuhan reports 5 new coronavirus cases, its highest surge in 2 months. Which five new cases, that's not even, like, why are you tripping, man? 5 new cases, the highest surge in 2 months, okay. So now, the first thing they do when they see a surge in the cases, the first thing they do is, oh, is this the comeback? Because this thing was already implemented in the minds of the people that, yeah, there can be a second wave. People be talking about this second wave. Even here in Holland, they be saying like, yeah, it's clearing up. But, you know what the government said? There's going to be a second wave. They already premeditated, preordained this in the minds of the people, man. That there's gonna be a second wave, because you know there probably is gonna be a second wave, man. And they also talking about that this virus is mutating into something, you know, far worse, man. They say the COVID-19 virus here in Europe is different than the one that broke out in China. So this is all to get control of the people, like I said, because people that are in fear are more easily to be controlled. Now, when all these sicknesses are out there, it's also the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, of course, because the prophecies speak about that there shall be pestilences and famines and great destruction upon the earth, which the pestilences, the sicknesses are one of them, of those destructions. It's all the agenda of Esau, but at the same time it's also the agenda of the Heavenly Father, man, because these things need to happen, and Esau is looking for a good reason and opportunity to usher in this chip, man, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and he's doing that through the fears. So he's looking for ways to control the people, man. Let me see. Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity, and that work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. So they're devising iniquity upon their beds, man. They're meditating upon how to spread this new world order. And think about it, it says new world order. So this order, they want it to be established across the world. And then you might see all this economic rumors, you know, this political war that's going on. You might see all of that, but listen, man, these nations, they are still under the world elites, man. There's only a few nations that are not bound down to these world elites, man. There's no central bank in these countries, you know. So still, the whole world is just under the command of these higher ups, man. Because why? They own all the money in the world. That's why one of the Rockefeller said, or one of the Rothschild said, I don't want to have what did he say? I don't want to rule the world. I want to have the money so I can control the rulers of the world. Something to that effect. So they are devising iniquity upon their beds. They're looking how to how to fulfill their agenda every day, man. They are checking for ways how to fulfill their agenda every day. Why? Because they also know that they have a short time, man. They know that they have but a short time. You know, their time is almost up, man. So bringing fear in the hearts of the people is the best thing they can do at this moment. So, like I said, Job chapter 8 verse 8. No, not Job 8. 18. Job chapter 18 verse 11. It says, terror shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. You know, that is the fear that is within the people, but also the fear that is within these elites, man. Both of them. The fear that is within the people is because of Esau. Esau is pushing these fear tactics. He's having these fear tactics and he's pushing it. So the people are sorely afraid, man. And then you have the elites that are sorely afraid too, because he knows that he had but a short time. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is ready to put judgment upon this earth, man. But before that, he wants to sell out the people, mainly the children of Israel, to themselves, man. He wants the children of Israel to sell themselves out, man. To take that badge of servitude, to take that badge of serving these devils, man, which is the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. All of this is all these things that they be doing is all to prevent Israelites to be saved, man. It's all to prevent Israelites to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Why you think they be putting pork in everything, man? Why you think that is? They be putting pork in everything, man. Every damn thing, man. Come to find out, there is fucking pork in hand soap, man. Y'all brothers gotta know that this ingredient that they put in a lot of shampoos and a lot of hair and beard products is glycerin, man. Glycerin is made of animal parts, but they are not telling you what animal. But we know that that the pig is the most cheapest meat upon a planet Earth, and is the most processed meat upon the planet Earth, man. Pork, pig. So guess what? If Esau sees that he has the same effects with the glycerin extracted from pork as the effects of glycerin extracted from a cow, he's gonna use the fucking pork, man. He ain't gonna use no expensive stuff. Meanwhile, he can make more profit out of it when he uses pork. So you already know what he's using, man. So y'all brothers gotta watch out for that glycerin, man. That glycerin, man, don't trust that shit. So guess what? Hand soap has glycerin, man. So now I bought vegan hand soap, man. This devil is out there, man, to fucking mess you up constantly, man. Constantly messing you up. Just like how he's constantly messing up the world, fighting against the world, fighting against nature, fighting against the other nations. With sore strokes, like the scriptures say. Let me see if I can find it. Continual stroke, gone. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is about to break the staff of the wicked. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how had the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. Yahweh had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Yeah, that's the rulership. The scepter represents the rulership of these devils. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is ready to break that power, man. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. You see, he constantly busy with trying to destroy the people, trying to destroy the earth, and mainly, like I said, mainly the children of Israel, man. That's why, hey, the news in Holland didn't say blacks, Latinos, and Indianos are the most vulnerable for this COVID-19 sickness. No, man. Where was that being said? That was being said in fucking Babylon, man. Cause you know, Babylon is the most. Hey, they out to kill Jake, man. They're out to kill Jake. I'm not saying here in Europe they're not out to kill Jake, but they didn't bring out that news. They didn't bring it out. You hear nothing of that, man. Jake's dying here in Holland from COVID-19. You don't hear nothing of it. And don't be mistaken, man. Holland has a lot of Jakes, man. Holland might show you a bunch of crack people on the news and on the TV, but Holland is full of Jakes, man. I know people that came over here to Holland to check it out, and they be like, what? It's full of Jakes, man. It's full of Jakes. You walk around with, brothers come here, visit us. We walk around in the city of Rotterdam, Amsterdam. We go certain places. You mostly see Jakes, man. The place where we teach at is mostly Jakes, man, that you see. And that's something that they might not consider, because guess what? Esau doesn't want to show that this country is full of Jakes, man. Just like how, for example, in India, Brazil, Colombia, they ain't showing you the dark-skinned people. They're showing you the light-skinned people, man. That's what they're showing you, to show the image of the country. This is the image of the country. Get the fuck out of here, man. So how had the golden city seized? Yahweh had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. That's what they know that's gonna happen, man. While they calling themselves Jacob, David, D. Rothschild, Rockefeller, whatever. While they calling themselves the names of the children of Israel, there awaits a judgment for them, which drives them to their feet, man. The terrors, it makes them sore afraid. Why are they sore afraid? Because they know that they are the destroyers of the world, man. And with this COVID-19, they're trying to make a lot of things that they have written down in their agenda come to pass. So it says, verse 6, who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hinder it. So when Babylon is going down, none is going to hinder it, man. People is going to team up to shoot towards America, man. Which America is the main oppressor. America is the main oppressor. America has the biggest hand in all this madness that's going on, man. Like I said, they already said it, man. There's gonna be a second wave, probably. No, man, this is it, man. Esau's gonna push more fear in the people, because what they do is they have a technique which is called problem, reaction, solution. Problem, COVID-19. Reaction of the people. See, hey, are they still afraid? Are they taking these measurements? Are they keeping 1.5 meter distance? Are they doing all these things? Yes or no? No? Okay. Solution. Bring in another wave of COVID-19. Bring it back. Even more deaths. Mutate the virus. These devils, they are devising iniquity upon their beds. They're trying to see how to take control over all the people. That's the main goal. New World Order. Chip everyone. Be able to control the people. So it says, Psalm 64 verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. So while all this madness is going on, the main target is always Jake. The Negros, Latinos, and Indianos are always the main target for these devils, man. Don't forget that. Always the main target for these devils. That's why it wasn't a surprise. COVID-19 is the worst on the Negro, Latino, and Indiano people. Why is that? Why is that? They bring out these diseases and try to make the bacteria, the sickness, cling onto the DNA of the Jakes, man. That's what they're trying to do. That's their objective. But they don't fear. They don't fear, man. But wait, man, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is ready to put judgment upon these devils, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is ready to visit this earth that Esau is slowly but surely destroying, man. The earth is dying, man. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua has to come. If you know what these devils be doing, man, you will be mesmerized, man. With the global warming thing, with the green energy, how they trying to deceive the whole earth, talking about this is a green energy. No, it's all fossil energy, man. It's all fossil fuel. Talking about, yeah, these cars, these electric cars are good for the environment. Why is that? They're do you know that they cause more damage, man? There's a documentary out there, man. Y'all should watch it. It goes into all the deceit of Esau, man, the lies, how they want you to pay more for less. They want you to pay more for less, and with the under the banner of good for the environment. The scripture says that they are the destroyers of the world, the destroyers of the earth, Salakia. So that's what they finna do, man. And while they're doing it, they make you pay for it. And that's this, verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? This is a snare, man. This is a snare. This whole COVID-19 is a snare. They want the people to get chipped. They want the people to be in fear. And in fear, they will be controlled. And how are they going to be controlled? There's going to be a cure. Take this vaccination, take this RFID chip. This RFID chip has the solution for the people. It can scan you. With only one scan, the body knows where the sickness is located, and we can target it more easily, because through the scan of the RFID chip, this can be extracted, this and that. They're gonna use that to let people get chipped, just like how they use mothers and their worries about losing their children to chip their children, man. There was a commercial in America which was targeting mothers, saying like, what is the worst fear of a mother? To lose her child, right? Would you let your child get chipped? Hey, they was talking like that, man. So through fear, they want to accomplish their ways. You know, and this again, man, this is what's gonna happen, man. Esau is gonna let the second wave of this virus appear, whether it's fake or real. They only have to how you say that? They only have to lie about. They can just lie about numbers. If they say today 10,000 people died of coronavirus, are you able to verify it? Are you able to verify whether that's true? No. They can lie about that shit, man, and you can do nothing. But the people will be in fears when they hear that. Meanwhile, it's a big ass lie. You know, so beware. This is what Esau is doing. These are his ways. These are his plans. And don't be surprised, man, if this second wave is hitting. You know, 5 new coronavirus cases, the highest surge in 2 months. Well, so what? Let's see where we're going, man. So with that, I'm going to say, Call Allah, Shalom to the elect.